So we get to talking. Ham radio operator, a hiker, a historian, a cigar smoker, a guy who wants to get back into metal detecting. Sounds like the ingredients for great friendship. And that it is. Had a lot of good times this past season with George. We're gonna have a lot more to come.
What are you eyeing that string? It looks like a bunch of pearls. It's a big button. The nameplate looks like it was curved.
You got an FG sighting.
Looks like a barrel of a pistol.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, we haven't done that, have we? That would be a good one.
See you shortly.
Come here.
Well, where am I? I'm at the first place that I ever met FG Faceless George. Right now, I'm on a hiking trail out in some conservation land behind my house. And one January, the middle of winter, I was on ham radio talking to some individuals, and a guy popped in and said, "Hey, I can hear you on the input really good." What that means in radio talk, if you don't understand the way repeaters work, is there's two frequencies that you use. There's the one going into the machine that you're transmitting and the one you're listening to on the receive. So this guy comes back and says, "I can hear you really good on the input," meaning he's close by. Well, we got to talking, and my 20-minute hike turned into a 2.5-hour hike because I just hit it off with this guy named George. So I'm out here walking and we get to talking. And not only did he know the local area, he knew the history. I was like, wow, this guy knows the woods as well as I do, if not better. Every place I mentioned, he'd been there. Every place I had mentioned, he could describe it. So we hit it off really good. And the thing that he says clinched the deal was when he said, by the way, he's like, "I like to smoke cigars," thinking he was going to put me off. And I said, "Are you kidding me?" I said, "You have to go check out our YouTube channel." At that point, Stealth Diggers had like 100 subscribers. I think we had 8 videos. And the next day, what does he say to me? "Send me an email. Tell me what I need to buy. I used to metal detect with the kids." He's like, "I'd like to get back into this." So, one email, and like $800 later, FG had a detector. Today, I'm smoking a cigar that came from the Connecticut Valley tobacconist. That Trooper Bry had gone into the store, told the guy about Stealth Diggers, and he hooked us up. So, little shout out, because they deserve it. Anybody that's nice enough to send a cigar gets a shout out. And this is one of the Battleground cigars, and I chose to smoke this one today because FG loves a good Maduro cigar. So, FG, this smoke and this episode, it's for you, buddy. So realistically, in the Stealth Digger timeline, that was right around episode 1 of what was Quick Digs. I went out over the course of that week and made a couple of small episodes, 1, 2, and 3. Well, here we go. Episode 4, the first dig with FG. Now, keep in mind, I had never met the guy in person. We had talked on the radio for like 2 months, and I felt like I knew him. I did get to know him very well. And it was the classic Faceless George line, "I'll meet you there." Doesn't matter where we're going to dig, it's always, "I'll meet you there." So we're going to look at episode 4 a little bit. Getting hooked. FG's first day out. Boom! Good stuff.
That's pretty cool. Whatever that is.
There's more in there. And you missed a button. Nice!
Yeah. Right there.
Awesome. You got your first real old school relic. See? You never know what else is in the hole.
Very cool.
Yes.
Very cool. Yeah.
Oh, this is really good. I would have thought this place would have been pounded.
Yeah, it's not.
Always recheck your hole because there's a thing.
Good eye, by the way. You're the one that saw it. That's it was right there.
I hope you also know what that means because you were out in the woods for 10 minutes and you found a really old relic.
Oh, look at this.
You won't find anything for the rest
this.
of the summer.
Look at this.
Oh, what is that?
I don't know. The bead of some sort.
It is, and it's got to be old.
Really old.
Yeah, people collect those things, you know.
Look at that.
You just found that by chance.
That's amazing.
All right, I'm not playing with you anymore.
So that was a no-brainer. Myself, Faceless George, and Thunder Chief coming up on the weekends. We were starting to roll along. We were in business, and FG and I got out every chance we could. The next weekend, Thunder Chief's going to come up. He's going to meet FG. And that was probably one of George's best moments. He calls on the radio and he's got a find, and he has what he's convinced, quote, a string of pearls.
Okay, I found something.
Nice. Be right there.
Yeah, I think it's a necklace or something like that.
Check that out.
Whoa. The eggs? The eggs?
Looks like a piece of something. Well, it's strung with some sort of metal cord. And there's more in there.
Were they hard? Hopefully you didn't put something in your pocket that's going to hatch
Yeah,
in a
they
little
were.
while.
It'd start biting. You're right. I guess I should check that out. No, look, it's like no, they're not hard. They might be eggs. They might be eggs. Good thing you said something.
John, this guy's over here stuffing like eggs in his pocket.
That's what it is.
Bug eggs.
It looks like bug eggs. That's what they are. Well, I don't know if they're bug eggs, but whatever they are, they're not anymore.
He's got these little white things. He thought they were beads.
They
but I
look
think
like
he
beads. And they happen to be right in an area where it was setting off the detector.
He pulled this little string of white things out of the ground. He's like, oh, it's a necklace. Stuffs it in his pocket. I'm like, were they hard? He's like, I don't know. Pulls them out.
What do you mean, they were stuck together?
Yeah, it looked like a part of a chain.
Nada.
It kicks off. The detector kicks off. I find that string. It looks like a bunch of pearls.
Do yourself a favor. If you ever go and dig things like that, look them over. Just, don't get all excited and be like, whoa. And then wait to get home and have things hatch. Not good.
Hello, fellow stealth diggers. I know the real reason behind Faceless George not showing his face. He's in the Detectorist relocation program. He found too many cool items, and he knows too much about them. So, they can't show his face, can't say who he is, because otherwise, they'd be after him.
Who is Faceless George? Some say he works for a secret government agency that monitors and tracks Sam Squinches in New England. If you take a look at Charlie's video, Quick Digs number 11, him and George are finding these strange circular objects as they're digging. Those were dropped by aircraft meant to land on Sam Squinch so they could track him by satellite, but it didn't work. So George is actually out there doing a field test to check what the dispersion rate is. At least that's what I've been told.
Excavating here. I don't know if they're silver or what.
note for you people watching, this road has no utility lines, nothing. No poles, and really no houses. Flies are brutal.
They're in the field as well, you know? Check this out. It almost looks like it's silver.
What the hell?
They're everywhere. In the woods, in the fields.
FG thinks they were airdropped. Who knows?
They're in the field.
Right, so we've been coming across these little disc things. See how small that is? Up on this road and in the area. Some deep, some not, different sizes. No idea what they are.
I've always wondered, who is Faceless George?
A man without a face, lost in a time on a mission to free relics from the ground in the company of fiercely loyal patriots, heard from but never seen. Pursued by one big hairy beast with immense feet, he is a legend in his own mind and among scholars. We salute you, Faceless George.
Just a little interesting fact. As much as FG pops in and out because he can only ever stay a couple hours, he's always got something to do. He's been in like 2/3 of the Stealth Digger episodes. And that's pretty remarkable when you think of how much material there is. Well, here's a fact for you. The Stealth Digger episode with the most views is one where George had one of the most interesting finds. And people always ask all the time about that episode, and I just go,
Thumb, when you find buried cloth in the woods.
Might not be good.
Oh my God.
I don't know if it's that old, but we're going to find out here in a minute.
I'm getting chills.
Hey, Charlie, I got something here.
You're not far, right?
No.
Oh my God.
Look at this. And
Are you serious? What the? Watch where you touch that thing.
it's pretty old.
Yeah, but don't forget the pile of clothing is down the road there. You're not more than what, 100 feet away
it's all
from.
jammed up. It's an old 22.
Are you serious? In a bag right there.
A bag.
Somebody chucked that thing.
Or, yeah, just didn't want it anymore. See if you can find an engraving on it.
There was something on the. And for those who are watching, this is about 100 feet away from where he found that bag of clothing. Are you serious?
Oh, I know.
well, this is cruising along very nicely. And I hope you guys are liking these flashbacks we're doing on the guys. I'm almost back at the shack. We're gonna take care of some more business when we get inside. So, here's a little bit more FG for you, and we'll be back.
Alright, I've been stuck inside of my house all freaking winter. And there's been something on my mind, and it's been bothering me. Who is Faceless George? And what does he look like? Well, today, finally, it's nice outside, so I'm gonna go search for him. Faceless George! Where are you? Oh, I have an idea. Alright, here's my idea. You can find anything in there. I gotta be able to find Faceless George in there. George? Excuse me, you George?
No.
Oh, you're not George? Okay. George? You George?
No.
Oh, my bad. I can't find him. I don't know where he is. Excuse me. You know where I can find Faceless George?
Yeah, in the electronics all the way down.
That's where the books are? Okay, thank you.
She thought Faceless George was a book.
Alright, here's the books. Oh, this has got to be it. Sweet. Oh, no, this is Curious George. This isn't Faceless George. Son of a... Can't believe I couldn't find him in there. Looked all over. Oh, check it out. Surface find. Surface find. What the? I found Faceless George. I found him. Now we need to identify him. I have an idea. All right, George. The battle ends now. Let's see who you are. What the? None of them have faces. I have 4 Faceless Georges. And they're all 1965. You gotta be kidding me. Come on. Faceless George, you won the battle this time. Hats off to you, sir.
What can I say about Faceless George? Of course.
He's calling you.
He's calling me now.
He knew.
He knew.
He's slick like that.
That was not Faceless George. What can I say about Faceless George? I've only met him a couple of times, and I can honestly tell you, he don't have a face. All I saw was his torso and his crotch, and it looked pretty good from what I could see. You know, other than that, that's just George.
What do you think FG's hair looks like?
It's a faceless void.
FG's hair, I believe, is clear.
Soft, very soft and warm.
Like a calico cat. It's a glowing, flowing, golden mane.
It glows.
It's usually under his hat.
Oh. You hear that? Thunder Chief's here.
Yeah. Sounds like John just showed up.
Am I getting too dirty?
I've hunted with FG a couple times. He usually shows up out of nowhere, and I don't know how he knows where we are. I don't know. It's very mysterious. A lot of mystery involved with Faceless George. I couldn't identify him in a crowd, other than the fact that he'd probably be the faceless guy.
You pick his legs out of a lineup.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. The George's lower half is very identifiable, to say the least.
So what was your signal giving you?
Oh, about an 82. It's a little scattered, but it was pinpointing right in here. What do we got here? Oh, wow. Look at that. Looks like a barrel of a pistol. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Look at the bore right here.
Wow. Fantastic find.
So yeah, nice little
Nice.
little button. I don't think it's got anything on it. Flat button.
Let me see the shank.
Kind of twisted. It needs to be cleaned.
Nice. I have never seen one of those come out of the ground.
All brass.
Yep.
That's a beauty.
Yep. A lot of, you know what people reuse those for? Hiking sticks.
That is beautiful.
Oh, way in there.
Yep.
No way.
Way.
Come on.
It's a big button.
That's a big ass colonial button.
Look at that.
Are you kidding me? Damn.
Yeah, it's a beauty. On the inside of the wall. Well, here we go.
You got something?
In case you need to adjust something.
Holy mackerel.
6 inches deep.
Wow. Heavy metal, baby. Oh,
Look at that thing shine. It's been under the ground for how long?
Wow, let me see the back. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. That's an awesome looking shank.
Heavy duty.
Whoa.
Tag of some sort. It's got some sort of an inscription in it. See it?
Whoa.
Oh. Clean that up.
Let's say 2?
Says something, yeah. 2.
Just a number 2. That's interesting. Well, you're winning so far, George.
What's the say on the back?
Redeem at Arby's.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I think that's a tag off a cow's ear.
Oh, the ear tag.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Button's sick.
Hey guys, this goes to all the Stealth Digger Nation out there. Digger Charlie sent me a private message this morning asking me to tell him what my favorite Stealth Diggers episode was. And I thought long and hard, many episodes to choose from. My favorite episode, by far, is the one where you guys got stuck in your truck and it broke down, the clutch burnt out, and a friend had to come and help you out. Because at the end of the day, everything we dig from the earth and find, all the relics and goodies, they don't mean a dang thing if you don't have your friends. And that's all I got to say about it. You guys don't forget to dig on and live free or die.
Georgie, he pretty much saved Old Yella from sitting out in the frickin' woods all winter. I thought I was gonna have to abandon her out there. So he's a lifesaver.
Hello, Stealth Diggers. My name's Matthew, and I'm here to talk about a dream that I had long ago. It was probably back in 1982 when a man by the name of Faceless George came to me in my dream. But let me tell you what he told me in this dream that probably no one knows. The real reason, and I mean the real reason, that you'll never see my face is because it looks like a dog's ass. That's right. He said a dog's ass. Now let me tell you something. I am glad that he never shows his face. Because I don't want to see a dog's ass. I don't want to see it. So Faceless George, I salute you, my friend. You are okay in my book. Faceless George, everyone. Faceless George, you're one cool cat. And don't ever show your face. Ever. Peace.
So that's it. That's our buddy FG, Faceless George. I also want to make a quick note that we have a monthly article being written by the Stealth Doctor in Shotgun Wayne's newspaper called The Valley. So if you get a chance, go check it out. And I just want to personally thank everybody for their contributions to the episode. As always, stay young, always keep them guessing, live free or die, and see you next time.
Is Faceless George working today?
Who?
George?
Faceless George, short guy.
No? Okay.
I don't know anybody by that name here.
Oh.
I have no idea who that is.
Oh, okay. He's probably at the next window.
Okay.
Thanks.
Is that George? Oh, no.
Hey, Faceless George. Would you consider wearing a mask? That's my question.
Hey, FG. This is Old Dirty Pockets from Macon, Georgia, giving you a shout out.
Hey, Stealth Diggers. Donnie B here. I'm out in the field today. I'm digging Civil War relics, but I got something else on my mind. Something we need to do as Stealth Diggers. We need to raise enough money to help Faceless George get a face. It's going to be hard, but if we all donate one bullet, like this Civil War Burnside carbine that I dug up yesterday, or one dandy button, or George Washington button. If we all make a donation, we can raise enough money to send an expedition to the Bolivian rainforest in Peru, to the ancient Mayan civilization, and we can find the cure. We can find the cure to help Faceless George. We may not be able to get him a face like Brad Pitt, maybe something between Keebler and Bearden O'Diggerton, but it'll help. So let's think about it. Let's do this. Stealth diggers.
Hey guys, I'm here in my shack, and I have this really sneaky suspicion that I'm being watched. Either by Sam Squanch or Faceless George. Help me!
Faceless George. Have you ever thought about being a hand model?
Do you know Faceless George?
Yeah, I know Faceless George. He took me to Chinatown to eat dog. Perro caliente. ¿Quién hace eso? Oh, this George, I swear.
Well, my take on Faceless George, I appreciate everything that he does for the stealth diggers. I really like the early videos with him in it. No disrespect meant. I think he is kind of like the grandfather to stealth diggers. I just want to give a shout out to him, and one thing that we always say at the end of the videos, live free or die.
Yeah, I know Faceless George. He took me to Chinatown. Told me to eat hot dogs. Wait.